Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's February 6th, 2026, looking out at Savior's Peak from earlier in the week. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation, or even better, sign up for that monthly sustaining membership. We're going to see increasing clouds today with continuing warm temperatures. Tomorrow is going to be mostly sunny for Saturday, and then Sunday is going to mark a change in our weather pattern, which we'll get into pretty heavy today, where we're going to break that upper level ridge that's been haunting us for a month now is going to break down, and we look like we have a series of storms coming through. And before we get into it too much, I just want to show some temperatures of how hot it's been getting out there. This is Titus, Upper Titus Weather Station. You can see the dashed line is 32 degrees. So it's been hovering above freezing and not cooling off at all. Got up to 41 yesterday. And mid elevations down at Galena Summit got up to 46, I think, 45. It's kind of always hard to see on this line graph, but you can see not really too much overnight temperature freezing. Probably just a light freeze. We did have clear skies last night. Won't get into it too heavy. Looking at current satellite imagery, we have a bunch of different lows out in the Pacific right now with our high pressure still over us. That low over Southern California is going to feed in our afternoon clouds that will come and go. And then that ridge will build for one more day before it breaks down. And this is just looking at a risk of heavy snow. We have a slight chance looking for November for Valentine's Day weekend. We're going to take a look at that. But you can see the models have changed quite a bit looking at the next few weeks. These have been shifting back and forth almost on a daily basis with the temperatures. We are going to be still above normal for the next week, but then look like we're going to be near normal to below for the 8 to 14 day. We are looking above normal for precip, which is good to see. And we're going to look at the 500 millibar chart. I'm going to start out with this, but I'm going to actually show you a different model because things get kind of crazy. So moving into Sunday, our ridge of high pressure breaks down. You can see this color moving overhead. We're going to have a cold front that's going to come through right about here with the trough. And then things get pretty disorganized. We got a low up here, low here, low here. But you can generally see, at a general circumstance, you can see that we are forming, oh, that's not working. We're going to form this big arc here. That's going to allow cooler air to filter in down from the Arctic, which we haven't seen all season long. And that's going to really help establish some cooler air to make it snow. And if we play this forward, you can start to see this big system move into place. And this is what's setting us up for the Valentine's Day storm. And this position of the low off the coast of California is going to be pretty crucial to where we see the snow. What it is looking like, it is going to be more of a South Valley storm as opposed to the Sawtooth, which are going to be kind of getting most of this quick hitting system on Sunday into Monday night. So because this is pretty disorganized, I actually want to show you the ensemble GFS. So this is a bunch of different variations put together, and it kind of puts a broader image of what's going on. So Saturday, you can see all the warm colors are where we have that high pressure, and the blues are where we have low pressure that are going to bring us weather. So we have a closed low down in Baja, and then we have this cold front working its way through Sunday, Monday night. But you can see there's all these other players. It's pretty disorganized out there. Typically, we'll just see one of these blobs. Like if you look into northern Canada, you can see just that one blob there of low pressure. So we don't really see that. So it's not going to be this nice clean system moving through. It's probably just going to be mostly cloudy with some snow here and there and not really amounting to much. But as the week progresses, you can see we kind of shift into a little bit more high pressure, but it's not going to be that permanent ridge that we have been seeing. And then things start to line up a little bit better for Valentine's Day. You can see this big system starting to form off the coast of California. And like I said before, depending on where this low, the center of this low sets up, is going to be how much snow we really see out of this. So right now it's not looking really that juicy, but it is showing a change in our pattern, and we're going to be getting out of this blocking ridge pattern of high pressure and moving back into storm systems coming through. So this is what I got my eyes on for keep on say Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day storm is how much we're going to get out of that. All right, do kind of quick run through of our snow we're going to see through Tuesday. So the sawtooths are going to, higher elevation is going to see more snow. It's going to start out warm. Once that cold front comes through, we're going to drop those temperatures down to actually near normal for the next week, which is great. But we're only seeing really 1 to 3 inches and maybe 6 inches in the higher parts of the sawtooths, but that's a big maybe. And we play this through, not really too much snow until you see that the 14th, 15th, 16th of February, where it's going to be hitting mostly the western and southern part of the mountains. So we'll look at through some models now if you're still with me. The NBM models. Bogus Basin's going to see a little blip of this, but it's going to be pretty warm snow. But you are looking like later for that Thanksgiving or Valentine's Day storm, we're going to see maybe up to 5 inches over a few day period. So that'll be really nice to see. Williams gets that quick hit in the sawtooths of a good punch of moisture with that cold front coming through, but really pretty flatlined after that, which is not typical in the sawtooths. I shouldn't say flatline. It's going to get snow, but not as much as the southern spots. Looking at Titus, they're getting a similar amount, but not quite as much with this cold front Sunday to Monday. But you do see the numbers start to increase for the Valentine's Day storm. Now, Hyman does a great job of showing what could happen with the south flow we're going to get hit with in Valentine's Day. So not too much out of this initial hit coming through Sunday, Monday, but it is going to pick up, and we could see a good chunk of snow falling from that Valentine's Day storm if things all align. So we'll keep an eye on that as we get closer next week, but pattern change is looking good.